was very honored to nominate Jon for the Manlove-Howells Award. To me, Jon has carried the torch that both Jerry Manlove and Paul Howells started so many decades ago. I first met Jon when I became a camp director, and he worked for the ELCA as the Associate Director of Outdoor Ministries. And I noted from an early time that Jon was one who was very faithful and had much attention to detail and really had a passion for the work we do in outdoor ministries. I saw that, and a couple years in, I had him come and do some staff training because I knew that Jon was full of knowledge that he could share with my summer staff and help guide them as they did their work at Camp Mount Luther. I also then really got to see how Jon was and his work ethic and making sure that we stayed on task when I was part of the Outdoor Ministry Conference planning team when we met in Gettysburg in 2006. There were times that we would get off on tangents and Jon would bring us back and remind us what we were there to do. Jon's attention to detail has just been fantastic over the years, and his knowledge also of outdoor ministries and what we do in LOM has been valuable. I got to see that up close whenever we worked together as contracted staff for about 9 years. Jon and I did a lot of work together then, and I just became even more appreciative of the gifts and skills that Jon shared with the church. I am happy that he is getting this award. I think that Jon is the epitome of a faithful servant, a leader who gets things done. And Jon, congratulations. I know that you are also anticipating retiring soon from work at LOM, and I hope that it is smooth sailing from here on out, because I know you like to be on the water. Congratulations, Jon.
Hi, Jon, and congratulations on receiving the Manlove-Howells Leadership Award from LOM. Your loyalty and your dedication to the mission and the values of Lutheran Outdoor Ministries is without question. And even more, you have consistently encouraged and supported your outdoor ministry peers in ways that have greatly benefited our shared work. Many years ago, when I was serving as the ELCA Director for Outdoor Ministries, I had the opportunity to hire an Associate Director. And for those who are listening today who may not know, my decision was to hire Jon Skogen. My reasoning for making that decision was not based solely on a resume, and it certainly wasn't based on a job interview. What it was based on was the fact that Jon was already serving as a program director at Luther Crest in Minnesota and had a very strong track record there in his work. He was also greatly admired by his peers and greatly respected by people throughout the LOM network. For the next 12 years, I had the privilege of working alongside Jon as a close partner in ministry in the churchwide organization. As I look back on our time together, I want you to know, Jon, that my respect and my admiration for your personal integrity, for your organization, and for your professionalism only grew stronger as the years passed. We shared a lot of good work together, and we shared a lot of good times together. There were a lot of highs and lows along the way, but I am forever grateful for your partnership and for your friendship over these many years, and I want to thank you. And again, congratulations on this very well-deserved award.
Congratulations, Jon. I wish I was there to celebrate with you. I picture you sitting there with a sheepish grin, looking a little embarrassed and humble. For you, Jon, are a servant leader who doesn't need, nor really like, to be in the spotlight. For 35 years, you have served Lutheran Outdoor Ministries through a number of positions, from program to administrative to executive. In every role, you have brought your humor, organizational skills, support for others, and a vision for ministry. You have contributed so much to the growth of many outdoor ministry sites and camp professionals. The world is a better place because you are in it. You know how to work hard and how to play hard. So, I raise a glass to you with our favorite happy hour beverage. Cheers and congratulations.
Jon, I'm thrilled that you are receiving the Manlove-Howells Leadership Award. You have played a valued role in outdoor ministries for so many years in the entire history of LOM. First as a staff member, then as an associate to Mark Burkhardt in Chicago, serving outdoor ministries on the national level. And finally, these last several years as the behind-the-scenes administrator for LOM. Your institutional knowledge of names, dates, places is just unbelievable and hard to match by anyone else. Your history knowledge of LOM is a true gift. I've always appreciated your attention to detail, getting it done, and doing it the right way. I enjoy your partnership over the last several years as a contract employee, and you taught me all about that event coordinator role and made it look easy. Oh yeah, you also have the gift of deception as a part of your portfolio. It's not that easy of a job. Most thanks from me go to you for being a great friend, for telling the best gut-busting, hilarious stories I've ever heard in my life. And Mur and I both want to say congratulations. Mur said I had to wear a plaid shirt as close as I could get to honor you on this special occasion. Jon, this award embodies you and your commitment to outdoor ministries. Congratulations, my friend.
Congratulations on being named the recipient of the Manlove-Howells Leadership Award. I can't think of a better person to receive it. You have been the lifeblood of this organization for so many years, from your time as a director to your time as churchwide staff, and now as the part of the administrative staff of LOM. You've been the common thread for outdoor ministries over all these years that has tied it all together. I loved and really appreciated the time that we got to work alongside each other doing the work of LOM. Our time in Michigan on the consultation team with Randy Gullickson, being on the faculty of the ALUMP schools at Imago Dei and at the Sister Cabrini Center, and then on the planning team for the 2004 annual conference that we held in Snowbird, Utah. You know how to work hard, but you also know how to play hard too. So thank you for your friendship, and thank you for your endless love and passion for outdoor ministry. You have left your mark on all of us. Again, congratulations. This is a well-deserved honor.
What do I have to say about Jon Skogen? He's not going to see this, right? Because I may or may not have recently referred to him as the beating heart of LOM, because he is. He has lived out the mission of this organization and our work since before LOM was even a thing. Working behind the scenes, making sure that all of the details for conferences and membership and who knows what else were taken care of accurately and on time. He did that. And he managed to do it long after he had moved on from full-time outdoor ministry. Before everybody else was doing it, Jon carved out an office space in the hall closet of his tiny Chicago apartment where space was at a premium. And he worked tirelessly on our behalf in the shadow of his vast and, dare I say, iconic collection of plaid shirts. He did that for us. And in doing so, he ensured that our events ran smoothly and that our name tags were correct and that our dietary needs were addressed. And these were just some of the things that he did, because we don't always notice what our heart does for us. And it's easy to forget how vitally important our heart is until it stops. Jon, you're giving us a heart attack. but God is good. And we know that God provides, and there's a transplant out there somewhere. Jon, thank you for your faithfulness to LOM, and thank you for your kindness and your encouragement to me when I was a brand new, wide-eyed camp director who didn't know which end was up. Thank you for picking me up at the airport countless times and for pretending that you were honored when I renamed my dog after you. Skogen was a great dog, you know. Jon, all of LOM wishes all good things for you, and we will miss you terribly, and you will always be part of us. Love you. That made it weird, didn't it? Sorry.